The Baloch Liberation Army on Saturday launched coordinated attacks on 12 locations in Pakistan's restive Balochistan province, leaving at least 10 soldiers dead, while 145 terrorists were killed in 40 hours. This has been described as one of the most unprecedented coordinated attacks by the BLA in recent times against the Pakistani army. Hello and welcome to The Print. My name is Devdatta and today we discuss all about the coordinated attacks and what followed in the past 48 hours in Pakistan's Balochistan region. The violence followed a statement by the Baloch Liberation Army, a separatist group designated as a terrorist organization by Pakistan and the US, declaring the launch of what it called the second phase of Operation Herof. In messages circulated to local media, the group said that the campaign was aimed at protecting the motherland and asked civilians to rise up against Pakistani security forces. What is Operation Herof? Now, in August 2024, the Baloch Liberation Army again had launched attacks on the Pakistani military in Balochistan, calling it a direct offensive and naming it Operation Herof. According to Baloch journalist Kia Baloch, Herof is a Balochi literary term meaning black storm, which is commonly used in Baloch poetry, and the BLA first launched it in August 2024, carrying out attacks across 12 districts in Balochistan. During that phase, a female suicide bomber had targeted security force camps in Lasbela district, which is about 125 kilometers from Karachi. Militants had then killed 22 people in Musakhel near the Punjab border after forcing passengers out of vehicles and checking their identities. Earlier, both Lasbela and Musakhel in the region have traditionally been regarded as relatively peaceful areas. Now, what makes Phase 2 different from Phase 1 of Operation Herof? The current wave of attacks now are broader in scope, more intense, and more violent, with operations spread across a wider area and involving a large number of fighters. This is also the first time that women are reported to be taking part in direct combat alongside male militants. Previously, female involvement had been limited to just suicide attacks. Several videos circulating online appear to show women participating in clashes with the Pakistani security forces. According to reports, an officer from Pakistan's intelligence bureau in Quetta estimated that between 800 to 1,000 fighters, which include a small number of women, may be involved in the coordinated attacks. The BLA has not confirmed these figures. During the operation, the group targeted key transportation infrastructure, including sections of the Karachi-Quetta stretchway of National Highway, and damaged a railway station in the Mastung district on the route linked to Iran. At least 14 soldiers and police personnel have been killed in the attacks, and according to local reports, gunfire, explosion, and attacks targeting police and military installations were seen in Quetta, Nushki, Kalat, Mastung, Dalbandin, Haran, Gwadar, Pasni, Tump, and Buleda on Saturday. Now, this scale of violence has not been seen in recent months in the region, though details remain difficult to verify amid communications disruptions and ongoing operations. In a post on X on Saturday, the provincial government official for Balochistan, Shahid Rind, said that security forces had killed more than 70 militants at that point across various locations in Balochistan, and added that in response, militants had attempted fresh attacks at several places in the province, but police and the Frontier Corps personnel had repelled them through what he described as timely action. Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi too, in a statement, said that 10 security officers were then killed and praised the forces for then having killed 37 insurgents. The number, like we said, has now increased to 145, and in Quetta, the provincial capital, residents described intense firing and explosions in multiple neighborhoods, including the heavily guarded red zone. Earlier on Saturday, President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif praised the security forces in Pakistan for what they described as a decisive response against militancy. The BLA, meanwhile, in statements attributed to its spokesperson Jiand Baloch, claimed responsibility for what it described as simultaneous coordinated attacks targeting military and intelligence facilities. The group asserted that its fighters had entered security camps and disrupted military logistics. Now, Balochistan is Pakistan's largest but the least populated province and has faced decades of insurgency rooted in grievances over political marginalization, economic neglect, and control of natural resources. Violence has intensified in recent years, with militants frequently targeting security forces, Chinese linked infrastructure projects, and also civilians. In March 2025, Baloch separatists hijacked a train, Jafar Express, which was then carrying 450 passengers. Following the events, US Charge d'Affaires Natalie Baker on Sunday condemned the attacks in Balochistan and affirmed that United States remained a steadfast partner of Pakistan in efforts to ensure peace. She also extended condolences to the victims of terrorism, their families, and all those affected by saying that the Pakistani people deserve to live free from violence and fear. Besides the US, for now the British High Commission, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia have condemned the latest activities. Stay tuned as we update you more on what is happening in the region. This is Devdatta for The Print.